Alright, hi there guys. I know I've usually been putting posts up and I've been a little remiss on keeping up on the project log, which I apologize for, but I have still been working on the car. So, I think since the last time I posted, which was probably back in April, I have had the hood stripped back down and painted. I got here in town. I did originally start with trying to save the original paint. Tried a couple of different products, which I think I mentioned earlier in the log, and it looked better, but it didn't look good enough. And so I figured I'd go for it. So I had the painting done, got the hood back, and then put on the decal, which went reasonably well. Unfortunately, there's a factory defect. This is the Phoenix graphic kit. Yeah, I'm going to find the defect here. It's hard to see in the light. There he is. It looks like the top coat of the vinyl pulled out, and it had the final shade, or I'm assuming that's how this works, is that the colors are put down in layers. But that came off just kind of by itself, and just was that way off the pre-mask. So this is not a video to slag the guys at Phoenix. I called them up and explained the situation and sent them 2 photos, and they said, "Yep, that's definitely not the way it's supposed to be." And they sent me a whole new hood decal kit, including the Turbo Trans Am 4.9, the Flame, all that stuff for free. So really, I cannot complain. Service was very good. This was months ago now, but the gentleman I dealt with on the phone was very accommodating, and I think they had it shipped out to me within 24 hours of me registering the complaint, so no concerns there. The interior is back in the car. I think I've already shown a couple images of that. Nothing too major there. The big next story, though, is that the whole exhaust system from the turbo back has been done, so I'll give you a quick look at that. So that's the 2.5-inch downpipe kit. Available from TTA Performance. I've been very pleased with it. Local shop here called Constantine's Performance did a great job for me. And it's running back through full custom 2.5-inch exhaust, through Flowmaster 40s, and then back to MagnaFlow 2.5 down to 2 3/4. Excuse me, to 2 2.25 tips on the split there. Pretty happy with that. All in all, the car has been running great this summer. I'd replaced almost all the vacuum lines with new stuff that weren't dry rotted, and that seems to have solved a lot of my problems in terms of how she was running. Although I'm still getting a really bad timing, I think, related detonation problem. Although I may put in some text and ask you guys what you think about it. Essentially, car runs fine, and you can get her up to. She only can make about 5 pounds of boost. I should show you how I did that. The boost gauge is actually in the center console. Sorry about the low light conditions here. Maybe if I crack the door, you can get some better light from the dome. There we go. So I just put the boost gauge in. This is one of the F-Body Warehouse drink holders, but with the white interior, I'm not going to risk putting a drink in the car. So I figured I'd put it to use for something else. But she only seems to be able to make about 5 pounds of boost. But she can do it at about 2/3 throttle. But if you tip her in to full throttle, then she starts with the detonation in a pretty bad way. So I'm going to check the base timing just to make sure that's where it's supposed to be. And then we're going to start playing the game of plugs and all that fun stuff. Also, I'm not sure, maybe the detonation sensor is not working, it's not retarding the timing properly. But it's worth a try. So I'm going to cut this video and open up the garage door here and start the car up from a cold start, and we'll see how she is.